Some betrayals don't come from strangers. They come from the person sleeping next to you every night. For 10 years, I thought I had the perfect marriage. My husband, Daniel, was charming, successful at least. That's what I believed. We lived in a beautiful home in Dallas, had 2 kids, and the kind of life people envied. But one night, while Daniel was working late, my phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. It said, "You don't know the whole truth about your husband." Attached was a picture of Daniel with another woman and 2 children. At first, I couldn't breathe. I thought it was fake. But as I zoomed in, I noticed something familiar. He was wearing the tie I gave him last Christmas. My world shattered. The next day, I confronted him. At first, he denied it. Then, when I showed him the picture, his face hardened. He said coldly, "You'll never find out the whole story. And even if you do, what can you do about it?" That was the moment my heartbreak turned into fire. I didn't scream. I didn't throw him out. Instead, I played along. For 3 months, I acted like the perfect wife. Cooked dinners, smiled at parties, even kissed him goodnight. Meanwhile, I hired a private investigator. What I discovered made my blood boil. Daniel wasn't just having an affair. He had a second family in Houston. A woman named Melissa, and 2 kids under the age of 5. He had been living a double life, splitting his time, his money, and his lies between us. But here's where Daniel underestimated me. He thought I'd cry and crumble. Instead, I planned. I gathered every piece of evidence. Photos, bank transfers, hotel receipts, even birthday gifts he bought with our joint account. I packaged it all neatly and handed it to my lawyer. When the time was right, I struck. Daniel came home one Friday evening, expecting dinner. Instead, he found divorce papers on the table and a police officer at the door. See, Daniel had been embezzling funds from his own company to support his secret family. With the evidence I provided, his business partners pressed charges. Within weeks, he lost his job, his reputation, and his freedom. Melissa, the other woman, walked away the moment the money dried up. His so-called second family disappeared as quickly as they arrived. And me? I got full custody of our children, ownership of the house, and financial security from the assets he once bragged about. But the sweetest part wasn't just what I gained. It was what I gave. I took the settlement money and launched a foundation for single mothers who had been betrayed and abandoned. I named it the Phoenix Fund because we rise from the ashes of betrayal stronger than ever. Daniel now sits in a small apartment, broke, disgraced, and alone. The man who once said, "You'll never find out," learned that I found out everything, and I made sure the world did too. So here's the takeaway. Never underestimate a woman's strength. Betray her trust, and she won't just leave you.